Hey guys, how are you doing today? I have returned from my hiatus, and I think that I'm going to hop into these Underrot Caves and see what we can see inside there. I don't know if you noticed, but I got a quest completion as I walked in, and there it is, investigating the Underrot Caves. I found the correct cave entrance and intend to delve into its the depths within. Alright, and so here we are. Oh, we're starting out with yellow 35 non-heroic. Let's see what happens. How bad is he gonna hit? Not too bad. So far. See if we have... No, we don't have a map on this one. Now, I think you can only do these quests every so often. It's not like you can do them constantly over and over again. I'm gonna try to shut him off, but unfortunately, going to die probably to this here emaciated cadaver. Yep, definitely. Got me. Well, that didn't take long. Problem was that I got that extra ad on there. I'll try to do better. But first, reapply my buffs. Also an important step to this. It doesn't bode well, I can tell you. I probably better wait for a little bit of power also. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn auto consume on this and on this so that I can get some regen going a little bit faster. Alright, we've got this guy on us, so pull him back so as not to get his friend quite yet. I thought I already had Feigned Bravado on, but apparently not. Steel Relic, what? I'll even be able to get a little bit of status for the guild with that one. I'm afraid the progress through this zone is going to be pretty slow at this level. So if you AoE near these vases here, then it'll break the vase. And the vases can have good things or bad things in them. But ideally, when you are struggling in a zone like I currently am, then you don't want to have that additional possibility of it being like a spider or something that's going to come and smash my face a little bit extra. So make that simple by pulling him a little bit away from the vase. It's a good idea to be aware of the vases for various reasons. This is also a zone that has, I believe this is one that has crumbling walls that you can break down. And I'll show you that as we find some, obviously. I don't particularly want to do anything to this vase until I'm fully regenerated. So there we are. Go ahead and beat on this vase for a minute. I don't want to use any of my combat arts at the moment on it. I'm just going to wail on it for a second with the weapons. Nothing in that one. Let's try this one. I did get a detriment. It's right here. Decreases power every 1 second, by 1% every 5 seconds. And overall by 2%. Also decreases intelligence and wisdom. This does the same thing, and that intelligence and wisdom decreases by 42. So that's pretty significant at this level. Nothing in that vase either. But if you were doing, a fight and you were mid-battle and you were to crack that, and especially, obviously, if you were a mage or a healer, that would be, or actually, really anything. The wisdom is applicable to all of the classes. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I believe my wisdom was down to, I don't know. I thought it was 1, but surely not, right? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe. I don't know. Very low, anyway, which is resistances. So, on these, you can right-click them and click loot, and it'll just make them disappear. Message, the corpse contains nothing to loot. Well, it wasn't exactly a corpse. I mean, corpse of a vase. I guess if the vase was alive, then it could be a corpse. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it was just a broken vase. Got an advanced Alchemist 37. That never hurts. Got a couple more vases up around this corner, and here we have a number of skeletons wandering around. I don't want to get their interest quite yet, because I would like to get a little bit more health first. Alright, it's probably safe now. This has a couple with them. We'll go ahead and get him on me, pull him back so we don't get that wanderer. And then I can rezz this guy and kill this guy, theoretically. We'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, that one has already broken off. No buenos. Ah, what have I done? Ooh. Trouble is, this guy is running after me as well. And so, yeah, no good. It was a poor decision making, but that's how I live my life. Give that another shot. I'm gonna wait for the res sickness to wear out off. We got another 50 some odd seconds there. As you can see, this is not great for the old skills if you have the res sickness on. Just decreases everything pretty badly. So could do without res sickness. Hey, Subtle 34. How you doing? I like the spelling there. It's very subtle. I'm gonna try this a little bit differently this time. Hey, Mesa Man, how's it going? So you coming back to EQ too, huh? Are you on Origins now? Thought I might could kill one if we did it like this. But no, not quite. So close and yet so far. Oh yeah, no, you're good. No, it seems that I am not capable of getting any further in here without well, I could probably kill him if I keep throwing my body at him a few times. I could probably kill this duo, but instead, I'm gonna see if I can go in and just kind of show you guys what some of this is like in here. So, yeah, I did try rooting and running, so I can measure one for 15 seconds, which I did, but first of all, I'm not great at Swashbuckler. Oh, there's a name that can see me. I'm dead. But but yeah, I'm not familiar with Swashbuckler prior to this server. So I'm not wonderful at it, I would say. Um, and I can root one and run, and then go back and forth and kind of kite. But even so, I was not able to take him down on that attempt anyway. And I don't know if you're on this, if you've played on this server before or not, but this is set at around the time period that the game was at in 2007, and so it's not like on live. Um, what do I usually play? That's a good question. I've been playing since shortly after the EverQuest 2 came out, and I've played a variety of classes and subclasses. So I have played, let me see here. I have a paper around here where I went and wrote down everything that I'd gotten to a reasonable level on live. So, okay, let's see. I have played Guardian, Paladin, Shadow Knight, Monk, Bruiser, Illusionist, Warlock, Forcer, Conjurer, Mystic, Warden, Fury, Inquisitor, Troubadour, Ranger, and Swashbuckler. Um, so yeah, it's a little spread of things I've done. My worst class, I would say, is Scouts. Um, I've never really gotten into the moving. Okay, as a fighter, it's different, right? You don't have as much. You don't have positional skills. You do have to position things, but it's not the same as playing a scout. where it's like you can only use this spell if you're stealthed, that one if you're ranged, this one if you're behind them, that one if you're in front of them, you know. So it's a lot of going back and forth in location that I've never really been into. But but the other issue right now is that I'm wearing old gear. I need to make some particularly jewelry, which is funny because I'm a jeweler, but I haven't upgraded my jewelry in a billion years. So we're gonna go solve part of that problem right now. Yeah, I would say that my mains on live were like I played a conjurer for years, I played a mystic for years, guardian. So mystic, guardian, and conjurer were probably the ones that I spent the most time on as far as playing on live. I did battlegrounds with a lot of different classes for the whole time that battlegrounds was going. Sorry, I've got a terrible cough. Yeah, yeah. Mystic is it's a really great healer class for sure. Um, so let's see here. Let's go see if I can make some jewelry that'll help with things a little bit. Actually, you know what? I just remembered I can't make the jewelry yet because I'm not high enough level. I've got to get another level or two, I believe, of jewelry skills before I can. You know what? I'll check the spell depot and see if we have any advanced jewelers with those levels. Because I would need 30. I don't know if it's 37 that I'm going to need or 38, but I'll find out. Looks like 37 is not it, so it's probably 38. I'll look at 39 just in case. Yeah, okay, it's going to be 2 more levels before I can make myself some decent jewelry. Right now, I'm running around. The hex dolls are good, but then we have a level 9 earpiece at level 32, level 10. Greater Lightstone is still viable, even though it's level 20. So 20, that's going to be probably my highest piece of jewelry that I have on right now. That was 22, so I'm wrong instantly because I do have one piece apparently that I got from Wizzle. Must have bought that one off the broker. So as you can see, my jewelry is quite low. I have a belt of the Outland Brigade. That's pretty decent. Oh, I have so much stuff. What, you mean in my bags? Or do you mean in the depots? These are, my bags are almost always ridiculously close to full, if not full. I'll dump some of it into the depots. Oh, the depots, yeah. So these are our guild depots. So we share all that stuff. No, it's not from live. This is Origins, on Anashti Sul. I suppose I better knock out at least one of these trade skill writs because I am gonna have to level up the jewelering if I plan to get a little bit better DPS going out there. As a reminder, if you're making the Opaline stuff and you're searching for it like this, you want to go ahead and put the eye onto the end, or you'll end up having opal things appear as well that you can make. You may accidentally make yourself an opal earring instead. Amazing that you can get stuff easily. Yeah, I mean it's always good to have a guild that that's you can share things together and help each other out and all that. It makes life that much easier. Oh yeah, the exciting crafting. I actually don't mind the crafting. I find it just fine, really. It's fine with me. On this server, it certainly takes a lot longer to level than on live. But I leveled up many crafters on there over the years, and so it's fine with me. Kind of get in the rhythm of it and just go to town, you know. It doesn't take much, you know. On this server, when you're crafting, you want to craft from the knowledge book, because if you use the ones on your crafting bar at the bottom, those get outdated and you can't replace them from the knowledge book. So you can't drag one of your hotkeys from the knowledge book onto that bar and use it. It won't replace it. So you need to craft from the knowledge book so that you can use the highest level abilities that you have. And I may need to actually check and see if I have any new ones that need to go into there. It looks like square cut is one that I'll want to move over. Maybe. Let's see. That one is reduces the amount of durability gained by 15. And that's 10. So actually, I must have these out of not organized by level right now. So I shan't do that. You can drag the icons onto your hotbar down here and use them from there if you want to, like down on the one that you would normally put your like your combat arts and stuff on, those hotbars. Or you could even make a little hotbar off the side or something that you want to do that with. Like if you open a new hotbar and then change the settings. I like to show the spinner because that makes my life easier. And you can kind of drag it however you want to. Let's see. Icon size. You can change. Icon padding you can change. You can change your key map so that it could be like a #1 bar or something like that if you wanted to. So you could take it and put it over there. Now let's see here. There's a way that you can do, like, say you wanted it 3x3, you could do like that. And then in this case, I would remove the spinner so that it sits over there, and then I could do like, okay, I want my increased durability chance up here, and then my increased progress down here. And so then you could shut that and apply this, and then you can craft more there. So, also thank you for the follow, Settle. So, I'll show you how that works. We could do like this and craft from right there. Your assassin is gone? That's crazy. Is there any way you deleted it by chance? If you didn't, then I think you could just probably bug report that and have them bring it back. I can't imagine they deleted it. And you didn't transfer it to another server or something? That's no bueno. Definitely bug report that. Yeah, for sure. Well, if you want to make another character, I could go help you out. Ah, an ad. All right. In that case, let me type over here for a second, or at least turn it on to where I can type in there. If you would like, hold on. There. Basically, I was telling him that if he wants to make a new character, then I would be willing to go help him out with some of the low-level quests and whatnot, or low-level zones over there. I do have a level, I think it's a level probably maybe 10, maybe not that high, wizard that I made the other day with the assistance of the Twitch chat. Garrickam says, good gathering right now on Enchanted Lands, and just got another ruthenium cluster, and that has been in a very short period of time. Oh, Mesa Man, you've been having some issues. You think you know what the deal is? Excellent. Subtle would also like to know. I know we're waiting with bated breath over here, like edge of our seats. What has happened? Is it the wrong account? Okay, all right, we'll wait. In the meanwhile, since I've created this nice handy hotbar over here to the side of the world, I'm gonna use it for a moment. It also occurs to me, I don't know how well you guys can see that because I may have put it in exactly the same location as one of my overlays. It's again, without having a second screen like a monitor, I just have this little tiny image on my phone of the stream, so I'm not 100% sure, but looks like you may only be able to see the first bar on this hotbar. So I can move that so that it's more visible. See, I'm just gonna show that so I can move it more easily. And then I don't want to put it in my way while I'm doing other things. So I'll put it behind where the quests are going to show up later. At least for display at the moment. And then you can see what it looks like. Hopefully that shows up a little bit better than the previous iteration we did. You know what I didn't do was put on my crafting kit. So they did carry over the armor sets from live, and this makes it very easy to switch gear. I'm gonna go ahead and save what I have on, and then I will switch as soon as this combine is done. I'll switch over to my crafting gear for the last little segment of this writ. Crafting equip. That's all you have to do to put on your crafting gear. Which is less relevant when all you have is a tunic, an artisan's tunic, and a little Nogginspark's Wondrous Tickerdoodle, which is actually just for getting power back easily. Than it will be later when you have more crafting gear to use. So. Mesa Man is keeping the suspense high here. This is how you build interest, right? Tantalize with just a little hint of something and then just go silent. So I tried earlier to attach some headphones, like a headset, to the game or to the stream, however you look at that, to the computer. And I believe that the issue is that this laptop is just not really capable of doing that. I tried it for maybe 45 minutes. I messed with it trying to get it to work, and the sound would come through just fine on the headphones, but the mic would not work. So I went ahead and I see it loading, and you think you have it fixed. That's very good. But yeah, so the headphones I had thought would be helpful because I often play in my son's comics and cards shop and stream in there, and so it would probably be helpful to have something like that to cancel some of the sound that's going on with the shuttings and openings of doors and, you know, just raucous laughter in the next room and things like that. But alas, that was not to be. I think ultimately I'm going to have to get the plug that I need for the better laptop that is currently plugless that I have. And then I should be able to get that charged and hopefully can put the headset at least on it. I have a friend who may be willing to give me a second monitor so that I can see the screen better, see that like who's watching and things like that in the channels. So that's the hope and the ultimate goal. I have no idea where the charging cord is. It's insane.
I agree with you.
Yeah, a second screen would definitely be good. In addition to seeing the followers and being able to interact a little bit better, I think I would also be able to see when an ad is coming up and kind of warn people, hey, there's an ad coming up in so so many seconds or something like that. I accidentally almost went into my own house instead of going to our guild house. That would be silly. I do recommend getting the depots. They cost like, I don't know, 499 station cash each, something like that. And they're very beneficial, especially if you're sharing with friends or if you have a guild that you're sharing with. It's extremely beneficial to have those. Or even if you just have multiple characters that you're playing, they could, I'm sure, be useful. We have everything in here except for the fuel depot that's useful on this server, so it's been very beneficial. Ah, so you were able to log in, make it Mesa Man in your black star, huh? Cool. Cool. Let's see, I'll do a /2 on you real quick. Level 46, alright. Getting on up there. Now, I wonder if you would be able to start the quests in the Isle of Mara yet, over in the village of Shin, at 46. I think you might have to be more around 48 to start picking them up, but that's a guess. It may still be pretty red over there for you in the Mystic Lake area. I'm glad you were able to get it. What was the issue? Ah, yes. Oh, yes. You definitely have to. I should have reminded you honestly, because if it's been a while since you played, and just for anyone who doesn't know, if you want to get in on the Origins servers, when you launch the Launchpad, you have to go up to the upper left of the Launchpad where it normally says something like US server or whatever your server you normally play on with live is, and you click that and choose Origins. Then you can make characters on Anashti Sul or the other server that's PvP version of the same time period. Good job figuring that out, though. Got a phone ringing here. Sorry about that. I will probably have to call them back soon, but I'm going to finish another little segment first. But yeah, I think, I know that level 50, you should definitely start being able to get stuff on Isle of Mar at level 50. I feel like maybe as early as 48. I kind of doubt you could do it at 46, like you say. I doubt it. But if you want to check, it's over. You can go to the docks of Necklace Forest, and it's right across the docks from the entrance to Thundering Steps from that bell. It's been so long, it took me a whole minute to remember how to get there when they released Fallen Dynasty yesterday. definitely until I am able to get a second monitor so that I can see what's going on. If you guys want to let me know whenever there's an ad playing, that would be awesome. And that way I can, you know, change change my subject until you get back, and I'm not just sitting here talking to air, you know. You know what I might do actually is make a channel. It's been a long time since I did that, but there's a way in EverQuest too that you can make a chat channel, and I could make an in-game channel for people who are watchers to be able to communicate with each other. I don't recall exactly how to do that. It's been a while, but I think it might be a fun thing to do. I had done that a long time ago when my guildmates and I were very good friends with another guild and their guildmates, and so we had kind of a guild alliance thing going on. And before that, even I had done it with just friends who weren't necessarily in the guild. I had made a chat channel to be able to um, talk to others. So let's see if I can just do uh, Twitch friends, right? And create like that. And that's channel 5. Let's see here. Could make a password on it or not. I suppose it would make sense actually to make a password for that. But if I share it with everyone, I guess we'll all see, huh? So let's see here. For now, I'll just leave it as that. And then, if you want to say hi in there, let's see if we can add, I think you should be able to just say hello in the channel if you want to. Try, on mine it's 5, but it's Twitch friends. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Nope, not like that. I think actually if you just go and do exactly what I did, go to chat options, and you type in the channel name there, then now it exists. Actually, what if I changed it, because that seems a little generic. So what if instead I did KipoernekesKorner, and then join create, and that would be number 6 for me. So I think if you go and you enter the same thing in the channel name right here, then you could be part of the channel there. Might be a cool thing to have, I don't know. Alright, where was it? I'm looking at Iron's Angry Sonata, right? Oh, I don't think that Gathering Obsession is in the game yet, but maybe. If it is, I would be very interested in knowing that. Quo is swimming around in the water, but when I went to him, he didn't have the quest feather over his head. I think it's possible that it's not in the game yet. You can start the crafting line there, the crafting quest line there, I believe, with the lady on the docks, though, if you're high enough crafting. definitely let me know if a Gathering Obsession's in. I seem to recall that one opens up pretty early on, though, and I feel like I should have been able to get it from Quoth if he had it. That being said, I probably better return my friend's call in a moment. He's having some issues this evening, it seems. So I probably better get back to him after I finish this craft. And then I'll be back on here within an hour, maybe sooner. Just kind of depends on what's going on. Am I getting AA? Yes. You should start getting AA at level 10, I believe. And in fact, I think when you hit level 10, you kind of get dumped a bunch of AA on you if you've been pretty much whatever you've been doing. All right. I am going to hop off of here for just a moment. I will be back later. For now, it was a pleasure chatting with you guys. I'm glad we got your situation there, Mesa Man, has been figured out, and you were able to log in. That's awesome. All right, sounds good. I will be back shortly. You'll turn your stream on. You mean you'll start streaming? If so, maybe I can do that raid thing. I've never managed it before, so let me know when you're on, and I'll see if I can do this /raid. And then I think your channel name, whatever it is it just the Mesa Man? Is that how we do this? All right, cool. Let's see if it works. Yeah, let me know. And then I'll try that before I hop off. Like I said, I'll be gone probably at least 30 minutes. But hopefully no more than an hour. Hopefully it's not too big of an emergency. I actually went and followed your channel, so I may be able to see. I don't think so, though. I don't think it'll interrupt um my stream and show me that. But I do try to follow anybody who has a channel on here who is who is following me and that I'm aware of. And I thought, well, it would be fun to do like a raid on the people who are watching my channel whenever I get off, if they're currently streaming. And that would be another cool thing I could do better with a second monitor, because I don't actually know when people are doing it from my current setup. So say when you can do it. I'll go ahead and make another Hiron's Angry Sonata while I wait. Oh, you got it. Okay, well then, in that case, let's try this. Press the button. Ah, it says there was a problem starting the raid. Please try again in a minute. So I'll try that one more time. /raid, and then we do a space, and the _ Mesa Man, and then I will click go. Ah, it doesn't work. There was a problem starting the raid. Please try again in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. No luck. All right. Well, I've got to go, and I will be back later. If you haven't followed me yet, be sure to do that. Turn on notifications so you can see when I go live. It was a pleasure streaming with you folks, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.